Everyone's JackelWolf back in Sky Factory 3 with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Behind me you can see the reactor that we built for the last couple of episodes. This is because we've got a couple of things coming up that we are going to require quite a bit more power than I've been generating previously. Most specifically, right now we are going to work on building some refined storage. Now as you can see around my world, I have got just an absolute ton of loose chests. And it can be quite a pain running around this world trying to get from one end to the other just to pick up one item, to run all the way back to use it, or to forget or figure out that I've forgotten something else and have to run all the way back again. So rather than all that running around, I am going to build a central location which will house pretty much every single piece of, or every item in storage in my world. And then I can build some remote stations around the world which will allow me to access everything I've got all at the same time. To do that, we are going to need to build some refined storage. The most important, and I guess the central item of this, is going to be a controller. To build the controller, we are going to need a new sort of iron. It is a quartz enriched iron. Now this is one of the few irons, or few metals, that you cannot actually get directly through chickens. To make it, you're going to need 3 iron ingots and a nether quartz. Now this is now the iron is available from chickens, the quartz is available from chickens, but the actual quartz enriched iron is not. So that's something that you got to make on your own. Now we're going to take this quartz enriched iron, we're going to put it in a circle, and that is going to get us a machine casing. This is a component of the controller. So that is 8 quartz enriched iron, gets us that machine casing. We could take that casing, plop it in the middle there, and here's our controller. Now the controller is 4 quartz enriched iron, 1 diamond, 3 silicon, and that machine casing. Now silicon you can get through chickens. I believe you also get it through sand in the sag mill. I think there's 1 or 2 other ways you can get silicon. So that, again, your options are quite open on this one. So I'm going to take that controller out. Now I am going to put a little hole here. That is because this is my reactor redstone flux power tap. This is where the power is going to come out and feed whatever it is that I am feeding. So I'm going to take this controller, I'm going to put it down here for now. We may move it in the future, but right now I think it is fine right here. Now to get the power from my reactor into my controller, I'm going to need some sort of conduit. Eventually I will work on a wireless RF system, but for now I thought I'd showcase 3 different types of conduit. First up is the energy conduit. This is just the basic run-of-the-mill conduit. As you can see in the little data tab there, it has a max output of 640 RF per tick, which is quite a bit, but for what we're going to be doing, we're probably going to want a little bit more. To do that, you're going to need 6 conduit binder and 3 conductive iron. Now we've gotten we've built that conduit binder before, so I'm not going to show the recipe on that. Next up is the enhanced energy conduit. This gives us a max output of just over 5,000 RF per tick. Now that is the 6 conduit binder and 3 energetic alloys. And then last but not least is the Ender energetic conduit. As you can see, it gives you quite a bit more RF per tick, for 20 or just over 20,000 RF per tick. 6 conduit binders and 3 vibrant alloys. Now all 3 of these alloys can be gotten through chickens as well as through the alloy smelter. So again, tons of options. Now if we take a look at my reactor right now, this particular model that I've made is kicking out just over 4,000 RF per tick. Actually it's just under 5,000. So for this I'm going to use this enhanced energy conduit. Like I said, we will eventually be working our way towards our wireless RF. So we're going to take that, we're going to start this out here and down there, and as you can see, it's lit up. So this controller is now active. Not much going on in here. We will be building some items that will be, this will be powering. Up next will be the solderer, as well as the storage drive, which will actually store our items. And eventually we can even get crafters on there and a whole bunch of other stuff. But for now, this has been my 5 minutes. That's how I did it. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.